I'm Gaz, and this is Let's Play Sailing Era, because I guess I'm in my Sailing Era playing all these games. It's another Chinese Uncharted Waters inspired game, although it looks much more robust than Uncharted Oceans. Let's go ahead and start. Please select a character you'd like to use in the story. Okay, well, are they going to be... Actually, yes, I think they will be each a separate storyline, because I saw that they also have included a free DLC that is 2 characters from their other games, which I've never played or heard of. So I guess we'll just go ahead and start. We'll start with Andrew here. Age 19, an upbeat and cheerful Portuguese sailor who graduated from the Maritime Academy of Lisbon. His love for adventure made him unsatisfied with his work in the major merchant fleets. He aspires to have his own fleet, go on adventures around the world, and become the greatest navigator in Portugal. Okay. Story of an explorer who went on a sea voyage to establish maritime routes, trade, and fight enemies along the way. His adventurous spirit increases XP from sailing. Innate leader reduces the amount of XP required for upgrading characters below his level. Okay, so I guess he helps speed things up a little bit. And he's a route pathfinder. Discovering new ports grants local contribution. Right. Well, I may be wrong about this, but I'm going to assume that we can play as each of the characters. So we'll just go through there. It's weird configuration here, but anyway, we'll play as Andrew for right now. Novice mode recommended for completely new players, suitable for new captains with more help info provided in the game, or normal mode suitable for experienced captains. Well, I've never played the game before, so novice mode it is. In many parts of Europe, the word world originally meant the stage of life. People lived on land with limited boundaries to their lives. For a long period of time, people have been sailing to explore the larger world. Phoenicians, Greeks, Romans, Vikings. It was not until the Portuguese on the western frontiers of Europe set sail that the spark of ocean exploration finally coalesced. Okay, good. It's going to give me a chance here. Finally coalesced into the seafaring boom that swept Europe, and thus began the age of exploration. During this era, ocean conquering became a symbol of courage, glory, and wealth. Every Portuguese dreamed of owning a ship and setting sail to make a way in the world, and our hero too is such a dreamer. Apparently, the one thing that I've read against this game is that translations aren't perfect, so... Song of the Cape, Part 1, Setting Sail. Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. As one of the busiest... Oh, we can control fast? Ports in Europe, there are many sailors here looking for a job at sea. In their spare time between jobs, they... Oh, I didn't want to do that. Our ship was being completely destroyed by it, yet we could do nothing to lie down on the deck and pray. Can I look at the logs here? There are many sailors here looking for a job at sea. In their spare time between jobs, they drink in the tavern and boast of their own skills. I swear it's the most violent storm I've ever seen. Our ship was completely destroyed by it. Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping that this fast thing would just skip everything, but... Meanwhile, at a corner of the tavern, a young man was silently enjoying his wine, seemingly unaffected by the story. Andrew, what are you doing over here all alone again? Aren't you going to head over and listen to their stories? The only way that story will go is the ship will be shipwrecked on an island, and they'll find treasure there. I've heard countless stories that go the same way. Yeah, they may be around the same every single time. I still can't avoid getting drawn into them. Stories alone can't satisfy me. A true man seeks to experience all of that for himself. I'm going to be a great navigator. I've heard that so many times. Okay, you can just double-click to reveal the whole thing. Found any suitable jobs lately? They're all for short-distance trade with short routes and low pay. It's pointless. Right now you're not making any money. A young lady from Netherlands arrived today, and she's looking to recruit a captain. But for some reason, no one wants to take her up on that offer. She's right over there. Are you going to talk to her? Yes, so a young woman dressed as a scholar is seated at the table, and she's looking closely at the pamphlet spread out on the table. Hey, what are you looking at? That's one way to approach a stranger. The ancient Greeks believed that the sun, moon, and stars revolved around our world. Isn't that not true, actually? Some of them did, but some of them actually understood the heliocentric, but someone has recently raised an objection to that and is of the opinion that we revolve around the sun. So who do you think is correct? Actually, I often observe the Polaris when I'm out at sea, and it looks to me that many stars revolve around it. So I think not all stars revolve around the same thing? Oh, that's interesting. You may not have given me an answer, but being able to cast doubt on the statement with actual facts is very scientific of you. The world we see is actually just a small part of the real world, which is why one-sided opinions are so common. As for this book, it's a record of the conversations between a traditionalist and a skeptic. Oh, I see. I don't know what those words mean, but I don't think you're here for this book, right? I heard you were recruiting sailors. Yes, I do have a ship. It just weathered a storm and is being repaired at the shipyard. Due to certain reasons, the captain is unable to go out to sea for now, so I need a new captain. We're just going to strand him here, cool. So you're looking for a captain. What's the goal of your voyage? Geographical research. I'm to draw an accurate map of the world. I plan to start from the Mediterranean Sea. If conditions permit, we'll continue through Africa and then through many other places that people rarely venture. Anyway, I have a ship, a crew, and a fair pay. If you plan not to make a killing from a merchant fleet, just forget I said anything. I'll do it. I knew all of you were the same. Huh? Hey, wait, I haven't even told you the detailed route. I may not understand academic research, and I may not know the route for now, but I do know that you seek to do what ordinary people cannot accomplish, and that's something I refuse to miss. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Andrew, and I dream of becoming a pirate, a great navigator. Joyce closes the book gently and stared intently at the cover. Dialogue on two world systems. A short while passes before she makes her decision. Fortuna ship deed. A proof that is used to exchange for Fortuna. Joyce de Frits joins the team. She's careful by nature, a mapping expert from the Netherlands. She is the youngest geographer at the University of Groningen. She can make better use of her expertise and help boost the speed of the fleet as a surveyor. Okay. Then I should call you Captain now. Awesome. And you are? Joyce de Frits. Just call me Joyce. Alright, Joyce. I'm going to the shipyard to take a look at the ship's condition, and we can set sail if things look good. Newport found, Lisbon. Okay, I need to move my archives, obtain new knowledge. Move my recording software out of the way. Go to the shipyard in Lisbon, check on the ships. Okay. First, what I wanted to see was, it's a quest. Knowledge, there you go. Lisbon. Navigator city that lives up to its name. The Sintra Mountains are located up north, and the Tagus River down south. It is continental Europe's westernmost city. Okay. I like how the button hints are not necessary, actually. Clicked on port, click on shipyard. But it's the Fortuna's deed, Andrew, so you're the new captain. You fixed it up. It was really damaged when it got in, and it took a great deal of effort on our part to get her fixed. Pay attention to the ship's condition when you sail from now on, and keep her well maintained at all times. Okay. A gift from Joyce.
Capitão, você está no lugar certo.
Interesting. Cool. Actual native language voice acting. Press Y while in the logbook to view fleet info. Ships are the foundation of establishing a large and powerful fleet. Fleets can have up to 5 ships. Ships can be obtained from shipyards through construction, purchasing, etc. Press R in fleet. Oh man, these controls are going to kill me. To access deck, sailors must be dragged into a cabin for them to be effective. For example, appointing a lookout allows you to use the lookout feature out at sea. Appointing a surveyor allows you to use the autosail feature. Main quests. Okay. Well, I guess we don't... I mean, what does logbook... Fleet info. Durability affects how much damage a ship can take while sailing in a battle. Speed affects the max sailing speed you can reach. Load affects the amount of load. Firepower. Okay, as one would expect. Yeah, what the hell is this? You can appoint sailors in the flagship deck. Appointing sailors to the appropriate position significantly improves the fleet's capabilities. So it's both left click and right click do that. That's fun. Select a cabin to view its effects. Drag a sailor into the cabin to appoint them to that cabin. After successfully appointing a sailor, you can see their character avatar on the top left of the cabin. Okay. Captain's cabin, the place in which the captain resides and works day to day in elegantly decorated, elegantly decorated to showcase their identity. There you go. Current level 4, morale raised by 12%. It also says it's a match for Joyce, apparently. The pilot house, half-open cabins connected to the ship's rudder, and is where the helmsman maneuvers the ship. Okay. After a helmsman is appointed, the ship's control can be made more nimble. Ship's steering ability will be increased based on the helmsman's steering. Also a match for Joyce. The warehouse, space for storage, packed with the fleet's reserves of supplies and goods. It looks like there aren't any sailors that wish to stay in the warehouse, so assigning them isn't going to be of any use. Well, thank you for that. The crow's nest, an observatory placed high up, used to view objects far into the distance. After a lookout is appointed, objects can be seen from a further distance. The field of view of the fleet will be increased based on the lookout's observation. She will also go in there. Several mast points, a rope that hangs from the mast, which can be pulled to raise, lower, or change the ship's angle. After a sailmaster is appointed, the efficiency of sails when sailing downwind will increase. Increase the ship's sailing speed. And there's this upwind? No. Okay. Deck. After a boatswain or a bosun is appointed, they will take priority in hand-to-hand combat and replace the captain during duels. The mapping room, a cabin filled with nautical charts. A space for the surveyor to plot the fleet's routes. After a surveyor is appointed, route planning and autosail become available to use when sailing. The range of autosail will be increased based on the surveyor's mapping. Well, I guess we put our surveyor in the surveying room. Okay. Back, okay. According to the plan, our next stop is Ceuta. Ship's ready. We can set sail. No hurry. I need the help of a friend if we're going to survey the world. So the scar from the wild boar proved his identity instead. Interesting. William, pack your things. We're going sailing. Andrew, how many times have you told me that since we graduated? But can you think of a single occasion when we did not return disappointed? Even those merchant ships. It's not a merchant ship. We're conducting geographical research. It's a maritime expedition. Allow me to introduce you. This is our ship's sponsor, Miss Joyce. Strictly speaking, this ship belongs to the whole crew, Andrew. Did you hear that, William? This ship belongs to all of us. Everyone knows you're well versed in the myths and legends from all over the world, and you stay buried under a pile of books every day. But I know how great your desire is to set sail out in the ocean. Don't you want to personally verify the history and legends you've read about in all those books? What is there to hesitate about? As they say in the Academy, always respect the ocean. And always stay curious about the unknown. Fine, Andrew, you win. I guess I'll have to put off reading these for now. All right. Don't get ahead of yourself. Since you're the captain now, you must know how to use your crew well. Of course, I'm aware of that. Surveyors and lookouts are the most important during a geographical survey. And he just gives me money for some reason. Okay, he's of a quiet nature. A translator from Oxford University who's mastered many languages and can help the fleet translate and interpret books in different languages. Andrew, assign our roles before we set sail. I can act as the temporary lookout. As for Miss Joyce, I'll be staying in the mapping room, of course. All right, then it's decided. So her mention there that the ship belongs to the whole crew is interesting because a lot of the Age of Discovery was actually sponsored. It was actually, like, the first limited liability companies were shipping companies because ships were big and expensive for the merchant class that was rising during the Renaissance, and the nobility, who traditionally was tied to the productivity of their lands, without war could not obtain more wealth. So there was this marriage between the merchants and the nobility, like, hey, you sponsor my ship and I'll give you money. But the limited liability part of it was that there was an agreement that, ships were lost at storm all the time and whatever. Basically that, like, the nobility would only get profit out of that, and that the merchants would then take anything out of their cut, including a lost ship. Anyway, ports have many facilities available. After accessing a port, you may choose to supply or repair a ship, trade, buy items, and carry out other expeditionary prep work. Large ports possess special facilities, ones that can provide you with even more assistance when it comes to expeditions or trades. After you've completed all your preparation work at a port, you can set sail at a pier. The port will develop gradually over time alongside the guild construction, population, technology, and trade will rise correspondingly. Population reflects port size. Larger city populations enable recruiting more sailors. Technology represents shipbuilding prowess. Ports with higher tech levels find it easier to acquire advanced ships and offer more customization options. Trade signifies commercial prosperity. Ports with robust trade can handle a wider range of commodities. Contribution symbolizes the fleet's reputation at the port. Increasing contribution yields commercial benefits. I'm assuming that means like lower prices or no taxes or something like that. Okay. We're not setting sail just yet. Hold your horses. Side quests. Lookout arrangements. Can just nope. I was hoping just clicking that would get it to go to it. It does not. Oh, on deck. There you go. William to the lookout. 500 experience. And I guess I just got whatever that was. Now, okay, we can only go tavern. Well, okay, we're on an expedition. We're not trading. I was going to say. That highlights the areas here. To the pier. Hey, Andrew, what are you so happy about? I've got a job out at sea, and I'm even the captain. Not bad, lucky guy. Are you ready to set sail? Still preparing. Don't forget to prepare sufficient supplies. You're finished if you run out of supplies while still at sea. Don't jinx us. That's the basics. I'm surely aware of that. While the sailors, large in number, are very helpful in emergencies, it means more consumption of supplies, including the sailors' wages and cost of supplies. It's quite an expenditure.
Pronto para ir velejar?
Okay, departures. You can click sail to quickly set sail at the docks and ports. The estimated number of sailing days is related to the number of supplies and the number of sailors. The estimated cost of gold coins is less than the number of gold coins required. The estimated cost of gold coins is less than the number of gold coins required by all current supply warehouses. I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm assuming that means this is what it's going to require for all my supplies. Here we go. Speed reaches max speed when sailing downwind and slowed down when sailing upwind. Hence the... Okay, thank you. Andrew, it's time to give the order to heave up the anchor. Where's Andrew? Weather's perfect to embark on a voyage. Listen up. Our destination is Ceuta. But, once we're done there, we'll be sailing to Venice, Istanbul, Cape of Good Hope, India, the New World, and perhaps every other corner of this world. As captain of this ship, I, Andrew, promise you that the voyage to fame starts here. So get ready, raise the sails! An inspiring speech. I've dreamed of this day. Now, as captain, you must direct the ship's course and lower or raise the sails at the right time to control the ship's speed. Crew can take care of controlling the sails according to the wind direction. I think that means, like, tacking, I'm hoping, is what that means. But I have to raise probably full sail and all that is what affects the speed, I'm going to assume. Something worth noting is that the ship's steering angle is limited and it'll slow down to a crawl when sailing against the wind. Every day on the sea is another day of risk, so your choice of route is utmost important. Of utmost importance. Indeed, thus the selection of a suitable route is where a surveyor's worth lies. Come, have a look at this. Ceuta is near the Strait of Gibraltar, which lies to the southeast of Lisbon, and now the wind is blowing from the northwest. So if we sail along the southeast coast, it'll take just a few days to get there. Once we get to the strait, it should be easy for us to spot Ceuta. What is that? I'll mark it on the map once we get there. The more ports we pass through, the more detailed the nautical chart will be, and the easier it'll be for us to plan our future courses. If we really travel the entire world one day, this nautical chart will certainly be the most precious treasure in existence. Trust me, that day will come. Yes, okay. Hand drawn by Joyce, it displays the direction of the next destination. Okay, but we're going to pass by others, right? Oh my, okay. Hold right stick, right button to control orientation. Press page up and down to change viewing distance. Or could I just... Okay. When sailing, your ship will gradually age, and the upper limit of your ship's durability will slowly decrease. Setting sail consumes supply and sailor health. When one of them reaches 0, sailors will take continuous damage. When the sailors of your fleet reaches 0, it'll be destroyed. Keep an eye on the supply. If the supply is not enough, best to get some rest at a port. Raise and lower sail. Okay, God, well that's freaking annoying. Controls on the keyboard on the left and the right, plus mouse. Raise and lower sail. Okay. There are 3 stages to the gears of the sail. Anchor. Ship is anchored at sea. Half sail. Ship sails at a steady speed. Full sail. Ship sails at full speed downwind. Okay. So, raise the sail. Control orientation. Oh, no. Oh, okay. So mouse wheel also changes your... Go, please? Okay. That is going to be obnoxious, and we will be changing that. So we should be going by Seville. Hopefully. Yep, there is Seville. Put that on the map, did it? I hope. Enter port. Enter port. There we go. New port found, Ceuta. Yeah, I'll be changing the controls of that so that zoom is actually mouse wheel. Because that's obnoxious. I still need more time to finish with the nautical chart. Andrew and I will be taking this opportunity to go around Ceuta and familiarize ourselves with the place. We're going to the library again? Not every town owns a library. We're going to the Tavern. There we may hear as many stories as we could read in the library. Okay. Go to Le Tavern. You've never heard of Enrique? If we're talking about someone worthy of the title Navigator, then it has to be him. I heard he led the charge against the enemies of Ceuta. Of course, in addition to his sailing exploits, he's proficient in astronomy, geology, theology. There's practically nothing he isn't capable of. Oh, Prince Enrique has achieved far more than that. He promoted the development of navigation techniques and established a maritime academy. As far as I'm concerned, even making a statue of him on the Pillars of Hercules isn't too much. Legend has it that the god of strength split Atlas Mountains. That's how the Strait of Gibraltar was formed. The promontories on both sides are then called the Pillars of Hercules. Let's ask the old man for more information. You can treat sailors to refreshments at taverns to restore their HP and fleet morale. Useful information can be acquired by interacting with the NPCs of a tavern. At larger taverns, exclusive servers are usually present where having a drink with them or sending them a gift will increase your favorability, which in turn may provide you with special clues that are unobtainable otherwise. Oh, interesting. Okay. For crying out loud, recruit sailors can be used to recruit sailors that are ready and willing to work on board. Prosperous ports have more recruitable sailors. Hired seafarers. You can hire up to 10 seafarers with rich sailing skills for your fleet through Hire Seafarers. The seafarers can perform various jobs on board, participate in land exploration and book reading, but are not qualified to be appointed as captain. Hiring seafarers requires paying a certain amount of salary every month. Okay. Are we cool now? Can I talk to you specific? No. Well, valuables dealer. Should I talk to him before talking to the elderly man? Nah. You want to see the Pillars of Hercules? Oh, you'll see a Are you going to write this down, or am I? I better write it down just in case until I learn. Where is... Did I throw that away? You'll do. Always keep scratch paper. You'll see a promontory if you travel to the coordinates west 6, north 36, because that's how coordinates work. That's the famous Pillars of Hercules. Those coordinates, isn't that just west of Ceuta dock? That's really close by. That's how the world is. If you don't possess the required knowledge, you wouldn't recognize a treasure even if it's right in front of you. Okay. Discovery clues will guide you to the location of a discovery. Locating a discovery will reward you with a significant amount of fleet experience as well as precious treasures at times. You can view the discovery clues you have located by going to Knowledge Discoveries. Okay, so yes. Yes is the... and he's gone! Oh, no, okay, good. Where can we get more ship spike? Forget I said anything. What? Where can we get more ship spike? Okay. I'm gonna write that down just in case. Let's see, I need to cross out those. Ship spike to Ceuta, just in case that's like one of those things. I guess we're good to go here. Set off from Ceuta and use Lookout along the western coast to search for the Pillars of Hercules. Okay. Before I go a-travelin', can I happen to see... Maybe I should have dealt with my crew first. The drifting clouds on your mini-maps is an indicator of the current wind direction. KN represents your sailing speed, knots. Okay, when sailing downwind, the sailing speed of your fleet is increased. And vice versa for when sailing upwind. Okay, so we should probably go half sail then. We are at what coordinates here? Press Alt to open and close the lookout feature. Lookout mode, or just click that maybe? Lookout mode, need the lookout feature. In the lookout mode you can find the hidden targets. Okay, we're not there yet. Oh, okay. So it activates it. Oh, we are burning through. We are burning through supply. I just saw. Oh, what are you? Oh, what are you? Oh, there it is. Hold F to interact. At sea, there are certain objects that can be interacted with, such as shipwrecks, floating objects, discoveries, treasures. When you meet certain conditions that in close proximity of objects, you can interact with them. Okay. F. Discovery. Pillars of Hercules. Legend has it that the Atlas Mountains blocked hero Hercules' path to the Golden Apple, so he used his divine powers to split the mountains in two and carved out what is now the Strait of Gibraltar. And the high headlands on either side are known as the Pillars of Hercules. Okay. This is the Pillars of Hercules. Legend has it that Hercules split Atlas Mountains, and that's how the Strait of Gibraltar was formed. Yes, thank you. We've covered this 3 times now. Is this huge rock the mountain that Hercules split? Oh my god. As for whether the legend spread before the landscape was discovered, or the landscape was the inspiration for the legend itself, the answer to that has been lost to time. According to Diodorus' records, Hercules pulled them together to narrow the channel, keep sea monsters out. It wasn't a strait before that. But how can we be sure that the ancient records are correct without seeing it for ourselves? Yes, only by actually exploring the world can you learn what it really looks like. Oh, William, are you drawing the Pillars of Hercules? I plan to record everything I see and hear with my pencil. I'm not sure how you're going to record sound very well with that, but unlike written records, this here can transcend the barrier between languages. Even someone who cannot sail can appreciate the strait's beauty. But even without the drawing part, the newly discovered geography and ruins here must be recorded. It can be submitted to the governors of various regions to improve the fleet's reputation and used as a topic for conversation. Okay. Where are we going next? Return to port. Okay. I was gonna go open up Seville here, since we've really only discovered it. The nautical chart is complete. I did not expect it to be so difficult just to record the course between two ports. Nautical chart isn't as simple as drawing a line between 2 points. The bays, islands, shoals, everything has to be included. When it comes to dangerous areas, trenches, whirlpools, and hidden icebergs must be marked and labeled too. Our next destination is the volcanic archipelago to the southwest. It's a long and tough distance to cover. Southwest? Are you talking about Madeira? We're sailing over a long distance that we must prepare more water and rations in case we should run out of provisions. Okay. Go to the port of Madeira, located on the island southwest of Ceuta. Okay, but, I mean, surely we've got enough here. I guess we'll find out, because it's not like I can buy them anywhere. Logbook? Yeah, so I've seen them, but I actually have to enter them to get to the place, so you possibly know? Okay. Well, I guess we just set sail then and hope for the best. Okay, we can absolutely skip this. Holy crap. Press control to view fleet speed. I wish I could pause the game while I read these. To view fleet. View fleet to interact with other fleets. Battle. Actively declare war on a fleet and start the battle. Details. Obtain the details of the opposing fleet. Negotiation. Exchange items with the other party. Okay, well, I don't think we want to get involved in that just yet. That would not benefit me, I do not believe. Maybe I can follow... Oh, I thought a fleet was coming. I was hoping maybe I could follow them. To Madeira. Okay, open up. Hopefully we've got a little bit of a crosswind going here. F! Salvage. Pick it all up. Not enough cargo space. Alright. Maybe we can follow that guy. Oops, don't do that. Don't do that. To fire, press space or right to fire, press R to switch to gun. Switch the gun. The bow and stern guns will automatically fire. Side gun needs to select this gun. Side gun needs select the gun side and the timing of firing. Okay. This is a mandatory battle. Captain, there's a fleet approaching. We're in trouble. Andrew, why the frown? It's pirates. They're firing. They missed. We're far enough from them. They're firing to measure the distance between us. Andrew, they're catching up. Your ship can sail faster than ours, but it's been patched up so much that the hull integrity's been compromised. Our ship is way better. We can't let this go on. Prepare yourselves. We're going to battle. Okay. Damn. Firing wildly there. Got it. Go to the port of Madeira. Okay, well, hold on. It was terrifying. Treat the wounded. I'll go inspect the hull. Luckily, we can still make it to Madeira in our current state. A component of the bottom of a ship, which connects the stem post and the stern post. Workers at the Lisbon Shipyard should know how to make the best use of it. Okay. New ship. Let's not waste that. Just take it all? We can take it all. Goods that you obtain will be stored in your cabin. You can check the goods you've obtained by viewing the cabin tab. Okay, well, let's make it to Madeira before we die. Because actually we are losing... let's go to Lisbon, as it said. I'm getting nervous. Or maybe Seville? Sure, let's head to somewhere. I'm getting nervous about these supplies. It did say somebody in Lisbon would know how to use this, so maybe we should go there anyway, and maybe we'll get a ship before we head off. Into the port. A new port found, Seville. Estimated sailing. Seville. Legends say this port was built by Hercules, the demigod. Now it acts as the headquarters for West India's trade office. Ceuta, in the Punic language, Ceuta refers to the Mountain of God. Romans built a military fortress here, which was contested for over the following 100 years by a multitude of countries. Goods. Wine. It's a common wine, and its industry has existed in the Mediterranean region for more than 1,000 years. Archives. Well, sure. We'll finish this off, and then we'll end the episode here. Joyce de Frets, a young scholar from the Netherlands who has made some academic achievements in geography and astronomy at the University of Groningen. She is a bright, confident, and open-minded person with a passionate desire to study what she likes. She cares about the truth and dislikes worldly merit and hypocritical academic authority. She used to work for a commercial firm. Well, okay, so like I'm only assuming this is a translation thing, but maybe Joyce is a he. What's her face? What's her face? I can't remember her name now. Catalina de Aranzo, from Uncharted Waters, based on a real person, who was a woman who went to sea as a man and even married a woman. So possibly, but I'm assuming it's a translation error. Anyway, William Ansell. He's from Britain and is a teacher in the liberal arts school at Oxford. He also works as an interpreter for the institution and is fluent in Latin, Spanish, and Portuguese. He is very particular about his appearance and manners as this dedicated scholar strives for perfection. He is often misunderstood as being stubborn and inflexible, but he's always calm and discreet thanks to his vast experience. And Andrew, an upbeat and cheerful Portuguese sailor who graduated from the Maritime Academy of Lisbon, is his love for adventure made him unsatisfied with his work in the major merchant fleets. He aspires to have his own fleet, go on adventures around the world, and become the greatest navigator in Portugal. Ships. Fortuna, a medium sailing ship that is named after Fortuna, the goddess of fortune. In the mythology, Fortuna holds the rudder of fortune, controlling the future of each and every person. And discoveries. Okay, we already know about that one. Supplies, 4 out of 5. So that must be why... Oh, we got damaged goods here. Oh, I mean, we can still use it, hopefully. What's in the bag? Okay. Workers at the Lisbon Shipyard. So yeah, I think we should go there. And we got a Gladius. Standard weapon of the Roman Empire legions. Attack plus 16, so it seems like I could use that? It's not... here we go. Equipping sailors with items provides you with additional bonus effects. Sailors may each equip up to 4 pieces of equipment. Okay. Well, you're the captain, so you're gonna fight, right? No skills, characters. You can view details of your fleet sailors in the character mode. Okay. Quests. Go to Madeira. Here's the view info. Aha. Now that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Could I just... I can't just say sail there. Mark. But I can mark it. Okay. That's actually really helpful, thank you. Switch map. Oh my. Okay. Can I... Western North. Okay. Okay, so it does go around the world. Fun. Where the hell is this? Oh, okay. Gotta have context with your mouse. Okay. Alright, well, anyway, I think that we will go to Lisbon, see what we can do about that keel, and maybe I'll get a free ship before I head out to Madeira. So, I'll end this one here. I'll see you next time.